What's up, guys? This is Chucky Fuego.
Yeah, it's the highest of high, Marty Grimes, and I wanted to welcome y'all to our show.
Toking with the Stars. On Toking with the Stars, we smoke the finest product and the finest flower, and we hang with the people that are stars in our life.
Stars to us, the folks that we feel like doing the most right now, the folks making statements, and today on Toking with the Stars, we got the founder of West Coast Cure, Jefferys. What's up?
Thanks for having me, guys. I'm really stoked to be here. And honestly, like I told you guys earlier, I don't really do podcasts or interviews or anything like that, but you guys have shown me so much love this year that you guys asked me to support you guys back, so I had to pull up. I had no choice.
That's what it's about, though. Love wins. Love first every time. Come on.
Definitely. So
Speaking about loving, like we loving these.
They are the Jefferys, is that right?
Yes, that is our newest infused joint line that we just dropped. Jeffrey, back in the day, I had this plug when I was younger, and he used to, first guy I ever seen making infused joints at home. His name was Jeffrey.
Oh,
so I
wow.
thought of him, you know what I mean?
Look at that. Shout out Jeffrey. Yeah, wherever you at.
Yeah, man. Jeff, shout out Jeff, man, the plug.
So what's the furry wall at the Jeffrey event?
It was just, it was just like a good vibes, good feeling, because fuzzy walls feel good, right? And these joints make you feel good. You know what I mean?
Smoke a Jeffrey and rub the furry walls.
Yeah,
it's lovely. Yeah, Marty and myself just went to an event that was held by West Coast Cure, and there was a furry wall as they were promoting these, and I definitely agree. It had 70s vibes too.
Yeah, right.
It had straight up 70s vibes.
It just gives me old.
Very nice.
It just brings me back. You know what I mean? To another time. Well, I wasn't in the 70s, but to me, it was my 70s was the early 2000s.
Yeah.
And just I don't know, it just brings me back.
Definitely. Well, yeah, that's actually one thing I want to touch on, because you actually have been around in California since pre-rec to recreational times, which is right now. And for myself, I mean, I don't know for you, Marty, but for myself, the community has completely evolved, and I don't know if it's for the better or if it's for the worst, but it's different, right? Is it not different?
It's definitely different, but better or worse, it is what it is. You know what I mean? And and instead of trying to dwell on anything that I can't change, I just try to go with what and pivot and do what I think is necessary.
Evolve.
In the time,
you got to move with the times.
100%. Yeah,
constant change.
Pivot is that word, bro. Pivot is that. I feel like
that's why we've survived so long. It's because we've pivoted so many times.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
You can't just you could start in one lane, but if you try to stay in that one lane and it's not working out for you,
the problem is people get something working, and then when it doesn't, they don't. Instead of trying to realize it, they're so stuck in thinking they can get it to keep working that they just keep going until it's too late. You know what I mean? So you got to know how to do it and do it quick. It's like when they say a doctor saves an arm, you know what I mean? They got to cut off that arm, to keep it alive. You know what I mean? So sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
100%. 100%.
And also moving with the times and knowing if it ain't working, it ain't working. It's time to move on to the next. So yeah.
100%. So give us a little background. I know that you were went on a couple tours with a couple people.
So being an artist, that's fire, bro. Because I've been on tour too. I know how much fun that is.
Yeah, man. I've been on a few tours over the years. I feel like music and weed go hand in hand. You know what I mean? So 100%. I saw that early on. I was really one of them guys that was I was so focused on weed. I don't even really watch sports. I don't anything that wasn't weed. I was not into it. Even music, I liked music, but I wasn't fully into it. And then I just got immersed into the world from my friend at G-Pen, my boy Chris.
Shout out G-Pen. Let's go.
They were really the first ones I seen doing influencer marketing.
OG.
And they had brought me around to some of their events. And next thing you know, I got to Wiz Khalifa. He fell in love with our products. He shouted us out, put us in songs. I just felt the energy from Wiz showing so much love. All of a sudden, every store, even influencing artists themselves were we want to smoke what Wiz is smoking.
It's crazy.
That's how it goes.
That happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Real
That's when I was
smokers.
man, I'm doing more of this. You know what I mean? I see the power in this, but so tours. I've been on a handful of tours. I've been on about 3 or 4 tours with Wiz Khalifa himself. I've been on tour with Wiz Khalifa and Snoop
That's
Dogg.
many.
I've been on
Shout
tour
out
with.
Snoop.
I mean, that's clouds.
The last one I just did was Wiz Khalifa and Logic. With,
Oh,
but I'm not
Logic.
I'm not actually with Wiz Khalifa on them. I
Yeah.
normally tour with Generation Now and DJ Drama.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
he's the DJ that does the whole tour, right? He's like he opens it, then the artist comes on, then the artist goes off, he comes back on, and it goes in. From start to finish, he keeps the
Yeah.
party going.
Yeah.
A lot of that's why I like their tour, because a lot of tours they'll have artists come out and in between there's like dead time. You know what I
Dead
mean?
silence, just
he
like-
keeps the party going. You know what I mean? Like
You want it to keep
No
going.
shit.
Yeah.
and there's a reason why they bring him back every year, because he's the best at what he does, man. Shout out DJ Drama, he's the GOAT.
Woo.
And he's always shown me nothing but love since day one. So it's like almost like a family thing. Like that's like, even though I haven't done tours as much as I used to, that's one tour that if it comes around, I'm doing it with him. If he invites me, I'm doing it. Like
So
you know?
I wanted to ask you, what's like, if you had to pick one of your
Oh, my
favorite
God.
moments from
Yes.
the most recent tour. So I'll make it a little easier
I
instead
always
of
love
saying
this
all
question.
tours. Your most recent tour.
Okay.
What was
the
your favorite
the
moment?
Wiz Khalifa tour with Logic,
Mm-hmm.
and 24K Golden and Fed to God. The favorite moment was probably the last day of tour when they it's like a send off. So everybody comes on stage, we'll bring out, they have these Taylor Gang flags. They give it to, they let people come out and wave them on the stage.
That's
And it
dope.
was just like,
Epic
everybody comes out and it's like a party. And it's just like, everybody's like, just like sad. 'cause
What was
it's
the
over. It's
size
like
of
a
the
camp.
crowd?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they were all amphitheater, so I'm assuming the smallest one had to have been like 10K up to 20K. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the energy in there
Yeah.
had to be fucking
Yeah,
nuts.
it's wild, man. It's wild.
And
yeah.
how many people are on stage in that final one? How many people
Oh,
fit up on
man.
stage?
The whole
I don't
camp,
know.
Yeah. Like how many?
The
is
whole
that?
stage.
Yeah, the whole stage.
Nah, but it was definitely, because it was right after COVID kind of, so people were still like on that COVID
Yeah.
thing. You know
Got
what I
you.
mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like it wasn't. It wasn't as much as it probably would have been if it was before COVID, but
Yeah.
it was still like for how much there was on during the tour, there was like damn near no one on stage unless you were supposed to be up there
Yep.
during
Strict rules.
you know what I mean? So it was the only time where everybody was like really on stage, and there was probably a good 50 people on stage, maybe a little more. Like you know what I mean? I don't know exactly, but
That's
it was,
still.
That's
still
when
a
it's when
well
everyone
amount.
has their own personal blunt.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Everybody's running on stage.
That's when
and
a
it's just
real,
like,
that's
it's
when a
just good
P is on
times.
stage, not the Marty missile,
Yeah.
but a P worth
Yeah.
of blunts in hands.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, but yeah, that was the most recent tour that I've been on.
That's a beautiful, beautiful sight, because that happens at the end of every tour, right?
Yeah.
Like you're saying.
Yeah.
Now, what's the wild? Can you go wild on us? Is there anything that you can tell us that happened that was wild? And it could even be wild.
I
as
mean,
like,
wild. I got arrested in New York with a half a pound.
Ooh,
Yeah, that is wild and shady, because
Yeah.
now you wouldn't even get arrested
Yeah.
because it's
Yeah.
fine.
it's decriminalized.
They out on the street with
Yeah.
packs now.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
crazy.
that
Like
shit sucks.
what?
Well, they were trying to get Wiz basically.
Oh, what the fuck?
Like the city, like they were waiting. They were like it was.
You know
like,
how that
it was,
goes.
like,
Come on.
It was one of them cities. They knew Wiz was coming, and we
Spend your money on something else, city. Come on, spend your money on
I'm not
something
gonna go
else.
into it, name the cities and all
Yeah,
that shit.
yeah, I
but,
feel you, I feel
But it was they were waiting for us. As soon as we they see our bus, we ended up getting there first, because a lot of times we leave. Well, depends on who leaves the venue first, and we ended up leaving first, and we just got there first, And we had our logos on the bus, and they pulled it. The second they pulled us over, they already had dogs and cops. And they were like already coming on the bus right away.
Hey, I've been there.
And it was not a good time. But
It
then
was-
Wiz was
Damn, I just got burnt by
I
Chucky.
just burnt that. No, I didn't burn him, but I did. I did
can
just
call my
fumble
blunt?
there.
Hey, my blunt guy.
Oh,
can I
yeah,
call him
wait,
real quick?
this is
Hold
a
on.
good- yeah.
I'm out of weed, so I need to. My boy Mafia B. He always rolls
Here
my
we
blunts,
go.
man.
We got the blunt
Darren.
coming through.
Blunt coming through.
Thank you, man. He
Got
rolls.
burnt.
Listen,
That was a
Chucky
perfect
on
segue. I
live
appreciate that. I just
film.
tried to kill Marty over
yeah,
here.
this
Sorry.
guy rolls the best
apologize.
blunts in the planet right here. man. You know
Ooh,
what
wait,
I'm
shout
saying?
out. Wait, come back, brother. Come back.
Yeah.
Let's give him a shout out. If you want to come right here, just behind us.
It's Chucky's.
This is my brother, man. He's been with me.
Right
He's been with me
here.
for
What's
years,
up?
man. For years.
Hell yeah.
One person I can really count on. If I really if I needed anything in life, he's one person I can say I could count on.
That's love.
Appreciate
We
you.
all need that
Appreciate
type
you.
of person.
Yeah.
I've definitely been
Thank
in
you
there
for
in
coming,
that
brother.
same
Yeah,
that
thank
same
you so
type
much,
of
man.
situation with you
Appreciate
too, bro. That shit's nuts to be out of state and have to deal with the boys
I mean,
pulling up
but
on the
that's
bus,
okay. So
etc.
that's real talk. Let's talk real quick. Like, we are in California, okay? We are pretty much in the golden land when it comes to either getting hassled by the cops or even just having cannabis and doing a business and stuff like that. There are still, I believe, to this day, 3 states where it is not medicinal and it is not recreational.
Yeah.
meaning that there are still 3
Yeah,
states.
so listen, when I go on tour, right, this is what I do. I literally shout out to the Pot Brothers at Law, right?
Shout out.
Shout out to the Pot Brothers
Shout
at Law.
out.
And shout out Cannabis Talk 101 too.
Love
for
it.
hosting us.
Always.
All
Come
day.
on.
Those two
All
people
day.
are family, and obviously my dad and my uncle, those Pot Brothers at Law. But anyways, I literally will send them my tour and say, Dad, I'm going on tour. Where can I not go? And he'll be like, don't go to Texas. So I literally fly home when it comes to like when it's like, don't go. I forgot the other states off the top of my head.
You are a very
But-
smart man.
But
That is
he'll be like,
completely
I'll
smart.
literally, and honestly, the tours are 30 days, right? Like,
Yeah.
I just got married as well, guys. You know what I'm saying? So,
Congratulations.
so, my wife don't like it when I'm gone for
Congratulations.
30 days, right? So like it's a perfect excuse for me to fly home anyways, you know what I mean? Because they're like, when you're on these tours, it's like, people don't want to leave because they don't want you to leave almost because you're kind of like part of the tour. Like if you're on the bus, even me, like I try to help out with them as much as I can, because it's like they don't have that many people and you're like a
100%,
team, you
it's
know
all
what I'm saying?
community, yeah.
So they don't really want us to leave anyways, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like fuck, you're part of the the machine, like
Yep.
and so it's like a good excuse to leave anyways, you know what I mean?
Make it
So,
easier for you.
You know what I mean? So, but I definitely make sure that because he's like, dude, there's certain places it don't matter. Fucking, it's 1.01, you're gonna go to jail. Like, you know what I mean?
And
Like,
if you're on the bus with
fucking-
the logos, I know you coming to town. Half the time,
I'm
you
not
got
gonna
a target
lie.
on
So
your back already.
So that was the first years, right? This last time we didn't put logos on the bus. We're like, fuck that.
Yeah, you
That's
don't
smart.
want to,
Like, no logo. It sucks though. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Because
like
you want to
red flags,
advertise,
right?
yourself.
Like, it's
but it's not
fucking-
even. It shouldn't
yeah.
even be a red flag, though.
It
I'm
should-
just.
listen,
This is my brand. This is what I'm promoting and marketing. It's not
it
a red
shouldn't
flag.
be.
but just to
there-
be safer, no logos.
Of course.
Because I always think there's ignorance out there that we can't account for.
Yeah,
you know
for
what
sure,
I mean?
dude.
that's gonna be
Especially in
forever.
these small cities and these small towns, and some places just aren't. They're still not on.
Yeah.
like,
I
still
I mean,
not-
listen, I had a friend here in California on Hollywood Boulevard, had a cop walk up to him, pull the joint out of his hand, and throw it to the ground. A cop did that in California on Hollywood Boulevard.
That's crazy.
And was just like, what are you doing? Like, you can't be smoking that. That's illegal. And the guy's just like, brother,
Give
it's
me-
actually legal.
If anything, give me a ticket. Give me
Yeah,
give
if
my
anything,
$100
give me a ticket. Don't walk up to me and grab my joint out of my hand.
Yeah, there's good cops and there's bad
That's
cops.
power
You know what I
privilege
mean? Like,
way.
it's
Yes.
just,
And uneducated cops.
yeah,
So
that too.
Very, very true. But no, I mean, it's definitely. But that is a smart thing, man. I think we should take note what he said. He hits up the Pop Brothers every time he's going
You
on
gotta
tour.
be smart no matter what. Like, you gotta. No one's gonna look out for you, and then you're gonna be stuck in this position. Like, oh shit, I didn't know, and they're not gonna be like, oh, too late. You're already in handcuffs. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I definitely took more risks. There, back in the days when I was doing things, there wasn't any legal states. So I was, it was like. But there was ones that are worse. You know what I mean? Like
100%.
Even back then, I feel like even like when it wasn't legal and it wasn't recreational, and I was taking some risks that I was taking back then. It was still like, don't go to Texas.
Yeah.
Hey, but listen, I love Texas. Like, I genuinely love. I've been to
Listen.
Texas. I've been to Texas, but not for work, right? Like, and
Yeah.
I don't bring nothing.
Listen,
out
shout
there.
out
like,
you- shout out
know
to
what I mean?
H-Town, Houston.
Like,
Shout
Houston's
out, like,
dope. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, one of my best friends lives out there. Like, you know what I
I
mean?
mean,
So-
it's not the state, right? It's just the laws of
yeah,
the
just
state.
don't get
you
it
feel me?
twisted.
So
Hey,
that's
Texas, I
that's
fuck with
what
y'all.
it
y'all.
is.
Y'all need to get together and get your shit legal so I could, show y'all some
Really
love over
come
there,
show
too.
some
So,
love. But check it out. We about to take
Yeah.
a quick commercial break, and when we get back, I want to ask you about your favorite sneakers because I'm a sneakerhead too.